All right, we are live. Happy Monday, you guys. Happy Monday. I hope you all are having an amazing start to the week. I know I had a great day today, a very productive day. I wrapped up with a client that I've been working with for a couple months, and we wrapped her up today with our final fitting session. And I was even able to get in some of those returns and exchanges, which for all my stylists, that's huge to get those done. That's kind of like the less glamorous part of our jobs. But I was happy to go ahead and wrap that up today. I have a couple more to do tomorrow, but a very productive day nonetheless. So yeah, I hope you all had a great weekend, a great Monday. This weekend, I attended the Fearless Fund event. This is actually my second time attending. And this year I volunteered, so that was a different experience. And I was able to just make some new connections, do what I do, network, expand my network. But the only thing is I had to wear all black because I was volunteering, but I was still on brand because I had my leopard print New Balances on. So still very much on brand. But anyway, I hope that you all are just doing well and in good spirits. It was great weather in Atlanta today, very hot, but I mean, at least it wasn't raining. So I am going to go ahead and dig right in. So, welcome to yet another episode of Keeping It Classy with Krista. I am your hostess with the mostest, and I'm excited to just jump into this week's topic. This, I believe, is episode 7. Yeah, we're on episode 7. So, I'm excited to just be here today. It's been just a great experience thus far. I've been getting a lot of great feedback. And as I always say during my shows, is that if you all have anything specific that you want to hear from me, please feel free to send me a DM, put a comment on one of my posts, text me if you have my phone number. But I'm always looking for feedback from my audience because ultimately, I want to make sure that what I'm saying resonates with you and it's something that you are truly interested in and definitely holds value. So, if you are here with me live tonight, I see a few people joining. Please give me a hashtag live in the comments. Let me know you're in the building. Let me know you're watching. And of course, if you are watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay so I can know that you watched. Um, so, for tonight's topic, we are going to be talking about something that has come up quite a bit with my clients, with my friend circle, with just people that I casually talk to, and just with some of my posts. And it's 3 reasons why you struggle with getting dressed. Okay. And I say this all the time is that getting dressed in the morning should not be a struggle for you. This is how you start your day. So you want to start it off with peace and tranquility and positivity and confidence, right? And so getting dressed should not make you stressful or should not put a damper in how you start your day. Oh, I see my sister's on. Hey, Anita, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. So, yeah, getting dressed in the morning should not put a damper in your day. Okay. So, tonight I'm going to give you 3 reasons why it could potentially be happening. And most likely you'll fall into one of these 3 categories, just based on what I've seen again with working with my clients and just kind of hearing them say different things that they struggle through. Because that's always a question that I ask is, what exactly are you looking for from me? What are some of those pain points that you're experiencing? And it's always, getting dressed in the morning. I don't know what to wear. And it's such a long process. So, if you've ever struggled with getting dressed, if it's ever taken you long, you might have even been late for an occasion because you just are trying things on and maybe it doesn't look right, or maybe you just draw a blank when it comes to styling yourself, then you are in for a treat. So, number one, let me let you know that you are not alone. And this is a safe space. So, feel free to chime in, post your comments. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if any of this resonates with you. So, again, if you are here watching me live, please give me a hashtag live. Let me know you're in the room. And then, of course, if you are catching the replay, let me know you're watching the replay. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and just dive right on in. Okay, you guys. So, the first reason why you struggle with getting dressed in the morning is number one, you have too many clothes in that closet. Okay. You have too many clothes in your closet. And so sometimes it causes you to get overwhelmed and you overthink what you should wear, right? There's no system in your closet. Late last week, I actually did a closet edit and a closet cleanse for a client, and she has so many amazing pieces, but they were all packed into this closet, and there was no type of organization. And so, my job, of course, as a part of my closet cleanse service, we pulled every single item out of that closet. Okay, pulled every single piece out and we went through one by one to see what still works for her. And a lot of times she was saying, like, oh, I didn't know I had that, or oh my gosh, that's so cute. And it's like when you have so many clothes in your closet, you don't know what's in there, right? You don't know what inventory you have to even work with. So, of course, you're going to struggle with getting dressed when you don't know what you have. Okay, so when I was working with her, and I mentioned this, a lot of times is sometimes it's a very emotional process, and you have to make the decision on whether or not these pieces are going to work with you anymore or work for you anymore, right? But it's important to know what is even in your closet. And, you might say, well, Krista, I only have one master or one primary closet. I don't really have a lot of space. And that's totally fine. One piece of advice that I have is to put something away either in the attic or the basement or in storage, based on the season. So we know it is hot as I don't know what right now in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, depending on where you live and depending on the weather, you should be able to pull out some of those winter items, you know what I mean? To give yourself some space so that you can actually see what is in your closet. Okay. So, again, first thing is having way too many clothes in your closet. And also, another thing, if you have miscellaneous items in your closet, whether it's files, whether it is toys, if you have children, or just like, things that are not clothing or shoes, things that you can't wear, I challenge you to take that out of your closet because that's just adding to the clutter. And you know that when you are in a cluttered environment or in cluttered spaces, that really does affect your mind. And so if you're walking into a closet and there's a lot of clutter and there's not really any type of organization, it's going to impact the way that you think and your ability to truly pull pieces together in a efficient manner. Okay. And that's just the plain truth. And trust me, I have been there. I am speaking from experience. So don't think that I've just always had this amazing closet. I could probably go through another cleanse now myself, to be completely honest. Maybe I'll do one before the winter time. Probably not for the fall, but probably before the winter, maybe going into the new year. But trust me, an efficient and organized closet makes a huge difference. Okay. So, the second reason why you might be struggling with getting dressed in the morning is that your clothes do not excite you. Okay, your clothes do not excite you. When you walk into your closet, you're not really inspired to put anything on, nothing truly jumps out at you. And you're just kind of like, meh, and you just kind of look, with what's in your closet. Now, there are some, reasons why that could be happening that I want you to just think about. So I want you to think about whether or not your clothing is outdated. And I don't mean if it's off trend, right? Or if it's not trendy. What I mean by outdated is if it aligns with your current personal brand. So we know that when we talk about doing our closet edits, our closet cleanses, and when we shop, we're always looking to align with our future self, right? In the direction that we're looking to go, whether it's a new position or whether it is just a new phase of life, we want to make sure that we are shopping and looking the part to actually align with our future selves. So if you have pieces in your closet that are still representing the past and who you were back then, it's time to get rid of some of those items, right? Even think about some of the emotions that your clothing evoke, right? Because our clothing does evoke emotions, whether it could be positive or it could be negative. I talk about dopamine dressing and how, clothing and colors specifically can inspire our emotions and our feelings. So if your whole closet is nothing but grays, right? And you know that your current brand or your current self, you love color, then it's time to kind of revamp that wardrobe, right? It's time to give yourself a refresh. So, really think about the clothing that's in your closet and whether or not it truly represents who you are in your personal as well as your professional brand. Because if you find misalignment, it's going to make an impact on how you get dressed every morning, get dressed for different occasions. I was actually just invited to a gala coming up this weekend, right? And I didn't freak out. Why? Because I go to a lot of special events. So I know I have a few dresses to choose from. And, we talked about having wardrobe staples aligned with your lifestyle. And this is a pure, example of how that can happen, right? So maybe me 10 years ago, I might have freaked out like, oh, shoot, now I need to go find something to wear. And I have a busy week and I'm not going to have time. And let me make sure it fits and what's in season, X, Y, Z. But that's why it's important to have those staples in your closet and make sure that they align with your current brand. That's my brand right now. I go to a lot of events. I go to galas, I go to scholarship fundraisers, I go to networking events. And so it's important to make sure that your closet does align with that for your particular lifestyle. Okay. So, again, for the second reason, your clothes do not excite you. And the reason for that is because they do not align with your personal brand. Okay. So, what do we do to fix that? Well, first, you set up a consultation with me and let's definitely talk about it. But it's time to refresh your wardrobe. So, let's talk about your goals. Let's talk about where you want to see yourself. And let's figure out what wardrobe is going to help you get excited about getting dressed in the morning, right? And also another thing that I've been hearing a lot about, especially when I wear a lot of color, is from more seasoned women. Is if I was your age, I would X, Y, and Z. And I want us to get out of that mindset of dressing for our age. Now, there are certainly boundaries. Okay, let's be clear. There are definitely boundaries when it comes to, being a mature woman and not looking like a teenager or a high schooler, you know what I mean? Even my freshman year of college, like night and day from what I'm like today, as far as my appearance, not necessarily personality. But so I do believe in like growing and maturing in your style and in your fashion choices, but I don't think color dictates your maturity. Now, would I style you in a bunch of neon prints? Probably not. But you need to understand that no matter what age you are, you can rock color. Okay. So I want us to just get out of that mindset. And it's just the way that you do it. It can still be tasteful, it can still be classy, it can still be very much appropriate, and it looks beautiful on our skin. Okay. So we're going to stop saying that we cannot wear color once you get a certain age. Okay. All right. So that was the second one. So let's see. Number one is you have way too many clothes in your closet. So let's do a closet cleanse. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that edit in the books and remove the things that no longer serve you. And let's remove all those miscellaneous items as well from your closet. Let's just knock it out, okay? To give yourself a visual of what you truly have in your closet and to make sure that it truly aligns with who you are today and who you want to be in the future. Number two is your clothes do not excite you. When you walk into your closet, you might not be inspired. You don't get any type of, it doesn't evoke any type of emotion in you. And so you just kind of stand in front of your clothes and you're just kind of blah. You're not really inspired. So, what do we need to do? We need to refresh it with some nice pieces that are going to excite you because you should be excited when you get dressed because you look cute. All right. And then point number three is going to be that you just don't know how to piece your looks together. Okay. You don't know how to piece your looks together. So you might have pieces in your wardrobe that do excite you. You might feel like, I just went shopping, Krista, but I still get frustrated when it's time to put my looks together. And it might be the root cause to this might be the way that you shop. So sometimes people shop by just what is attractive to them, meaning, oh, I love this shirt, right? Or, oh, these pants are super cute. They fit. I'm going to buy them. But you're not shopping from a conceptual mindset where you're thinking, okay, or you're knowing this shirt is going to go with these pants. Or you just kind of shop off the rack. Remember, I talked about having a plan when you shop versus, what did I say? I made a post about having, being a strategic shopper, right? We want to be strategic shoppers. So create a shopping list for yourself. Don't just be an impulse buyer. And I'm guilty of it too, especially if it's on sale. Sometimes I just have to tell myself, Krista, if you don't have it in the closet, anything to go with it, you might not need it. Now, sometimes if it's a statement piece, just depending, I might make it work. But if you're just kind of starting out and you're not really comfortable with putting your pieces together, definitely give yourself a plan. Do not become an impulse buyer because it's going to create what we call a closet full of clothes, but nothing to wear because nothing truly goes together, right? It's not a capsule. Things cannot be easily mixed and matched together because you're just pulling from a lot of different stores. You have a lot of different colors, a lot of different fits, and it's not necessarily true to who you are to your core. You're just doing it because it's on trend or because you saw one of your favorite influencers purchase it, and now here you are stuck with this item that you don't know what to put with it. And that's okay, it happens. But you just want to make sure that you don't get into the habit of becoming an impulse buyer where you're just on TikTok scrolling, trying to figure out, what you should be wearing because what's on trend. And remember, you guys will always hear me say this. I am not a trendy stylist. If you're like, Krista, style me in the latest trends of fall 23, I'm going to be like, oh, well, let's talk about your personal brand. Let's talk about your career goals because that's what I'm going to style you for because that is what is going to get the most wear in your closet. Okay. Those are the pieces that you're going to be able to mix and match and feel confident in what you're wearing. Right. My goal is always to help my clients go from unsure to unstoppable. And that's really how you should feel when you get dressed every single day. Even if you're going to the grocery store, you should know that you are doing it. And I'm not even saying that you have to get dressed up, but just knowing that you just didn't throw some things together. And that's why it is so important to have a functional wardrobe, right? Have a functional wardrobe. Don't get so caught up in how many pieces are in your closet, but focus on what is actually in your closet. And that is actually one of the services that I offer, which is a seasonal or a capsule wardrobe. And typically it's by season, but it could be by, we could discuss different options, but it's literally about 10 to 12, maybe 15 pieces that can be mixed and matched together so you know what to wear every day. you feel confident in it. It comes with the style guide, so you're not guessing and trying to figure out and make sure that things look cute on you. You're already educated on that, on why I chose what I chose specifically for you. And again, there's no cookie cutter process to styling. So always keep that in mind, that your body type is very unique. Your personal brand and your professional goals are unique. And so it is important for you to have a wardrobe that fully supports it and is completely aligned with those brand goals. So I want you to really think about what is in your closet. Think about your process for getting dressed every day. Think about the last special occasion that you went to, and what was that process like of you finding something to wear, getting dressed? Was it seamless? Was it effortless? Did you walk out of the house feeling amazing and looking amazing? Or did you kind of struggle a little bit? And if you did struggle, I invite you to reach out to me. Feel free to book a call with me. My books for September are open. So I would love to just get on. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and paste this in the comments so that you all can reach out to me. Hopefully you all can see that, because it is from my critique consulting page on Facebook. But anyway, if you don't see it, because I know last week we were kind of having some issues, feel free to DM me and I'll send you the link. But let's talk about it. I'm just curious, I want to know what you are potentially struggling with, how you're feeling in your wardrobe, because our clothing, I always say it's more than just clothes. It really is. It is more than just clothing. There are so many emotions that come out of the process of us really getting dressed. And so I am here to empower you, to educate you, right? To educate you on why things look the way that they do on your body, why you can't just shop from a website and think that it's going to look, exactly how it does on that size 00 model. But the education part is so key. So again, I want to make sure that we are clear on the 3 reasons why you struggle with getting dressed in the morning. If you're just now chiming in, please give me a hashtag live to let me know that you guys are here watching. And of course, if you are watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. But I'm going to go ahead and just wrap us up. Oh, okay. Hey, Aspen. Y'all, my line sister is on. Aspen says, this has been so eye-opening. I'm currently in the middle of cleaning out my closet. So perfect timing. Thanks, Krista. Thank you, Aspen, for chiming in. Sis, you already know. Let me know if you need some help with that. You can FaceTime me. But I'm excited for this closet cleanse for you. And hopefully you are able to fill it back up, address your gaps with things that truly align with your style. Now you have your advanced degree, and it's time for new beginnings for you. So I'm really excited, and this is actually the perfect time for you to clean out your closet. So excited for you. Hey, Clayton, thank you so much for joining. My other fellow stylist, thank you so much for chiming in. And Evan, hey Evan, thank you for joining. My other branding sister, she works in sports. Thank you so much for joining. So we're going to go ahead and just wrap up. So again, the top 3 reasons why you struggle with getting dressed. Number 1, you have way too many clothes in your closet. So it's time to go ahead and do that cleanse. I know you've been struggling, trying to push this out. It's been on your to-do list for months or maybe even years, but go ahead and get it done. Chip off a little bit, chip away a little bit at a time. Maybe focus on one season or focus on one area. Maybe focus on your dresses for one cleanse and focus on your shirts. So break it up. You don't have to get overwhelmed and do everything at once. And of course, if you need support, if you want to know my thought process with doing this, feel free to reach out to me, DM me, set up a call with me for a free, free 30-minute chat. And I'd love to support you in that. Okay. The second thing is your clothes do not excite you. The root cause of this is they're just not on brand, right? They don't represent who you are today and where you're going. So let's go ahead and get some color in that closet. Let's get some exciting colors that truly represent your personality and who you are, that truly represent you. Okay. And again, you don't have to completely clean out your closet or clean out your current wardrobe, but let's just add a few pieces that are going to complement where you are today and complement your professional goals. And then the last one is you just don't understand how to create a full look. So you're shopping based on the pieces, you're shopping based on what's on trend, and maybe you're being influenced by a fashion influencer on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, YouTube. But maybe that doesn't truly align with your body type, right? Or your personal brand. And that's okay. But let's focus on creating full looks rather than just shopping for pieces. But let's go ahead and create that capsule that can be mixed and matched effortlessly so you can feel confident, cute, classy every day that you step out and show up as that full boss and powerhouse that you truly, truly are. So, thank you so, so much for joining me today. My critique of the week my critique of the week. So, every week I give you either some advice or a quote or something to just stick with you throughout the week. And so today's critique of the week is 3 words. 3. Let it go. Okay. Let it go. And I was inspired specifically when I did my client's closet cleanse last week. I did her closet edit. And, I say this all the time because it's so true. But there are a lot of just emotions and memories that are tied with our clothing. Okay. And it can be good memories. But I challenge you to let it go, to not forget the good memories. Okay. I don't want you to forget them. I don't want you to forget the great occasions that you might have worn in that dress or, that great suit that no longer fits, but maybe that's where you got your first job wearing that suit or that white dress that you might have wore to your wedding reception. Actually, maybe you can hold on to that. But I challenge you to let it go, not because those memories are not significant, but because when you let things go and when you remove it from your closet, you create room for more opportunity to come into your life, right? You create room for more blessings, for more memories, for more events, more occasions, to create just more memories, right? And to allow yourself to live and live freely. But you can't do that until you actually make room. So if you're looking to transition into the next phase of life, maybe it's a new job, maybe it's a new relationship, right? Maybe you are newly single and you're loving it and you are gladly going into this season. Let go of some of those clothes that you used to wear when you were in that relationship. Or if you're going into a new job, let go of some of those outfits that you used to wear at your last job. It's time to create more memories. Give yourself the space to be open for new opportunities. And one great way to do that is through our wardrobe. Okay. So, my critique of the week again is to let it go. I'm preaching to myself as well because I've been known to be a hoarder at times because of these memories. But something that I've truly found is that when you do make room, that just creates the opportunities for God to pour into your life and to create new ones. So make room today. I challenge you. And if you do it, reach out to me because I want to hear about it because it's just going to light up my life. So thank you all so much for your time this evening. I appreciate you spending your Monday night with me. And guess what? We will be back next week, same time, same place. Of course, if you have any topics that you want me to cover, feel free to reach out to me, DM me, shoot me a note. I'd be happy to talk about it. All right. Well, thank you all again for your time. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Be blessed. And I will see you all next week with Keeping It Classy with Krista.